only then we'll be getting a proper reading. Otherwise, we tend to get falsely high readings which will be there. The moment the patient tends to even hold the table tight, you see that the pressure recorded is quite high.
Definitely. In fact, even for Goldmann applanation, for that matter, the first thing which you have to tell to the patient is don't hold your breath, relax, and that is the way you take the measurement. You make the patient comfortable, whichever reading you take, either it's the ORA or the Goldmann applanation. Definitely it matters, yes.
All of you have large glaucoma practices. So I'd just like your opinion on which is your preferred instrument for use in children. Dr. Chakma?
Tonopen.
I would prefer the Perkins applanation tonometry or the Goldmann applanation tonometry, whatever is possible in the particular country. Because we have done a comparison of tonopen and GAT in a pediatric population and found that there was a lot of variation with the tonopen for the reasons that Ronnie mentioned, multiple users, and after the instrument has been used for quite a long period of time, the sensor does get affected. So personally, I prefer the GAT.
So I prefer the Perkins in children, and whenever it's possible, the applanation tonometer if they allow.
What about the rebound? Why don't you use the rebound regularly in children?
I think the rebound does have a role to play when you are screening children in the pediatric clinic, but the moment you find the intraocular pressure above the normal range for that population, it has to be confirmed with the GAT.
Of course, there are advantages of the rebound. One, that you can probably do it without anesthetic, but it is still not that comfortable for the patient. One of the big challenges is that you can do it only vertically unless you buy the more expensive version. And most of the time you're doing a lot of these children under sedation, and that becomes a challenge. So, in terms of, okay, we'll come back to the NCT question. I made my viewpoint clear at that point. But would any of you consider treating a patient based on an NCT value for glaucoma?
We would not prefer to treat a patient based on the NCT value because it's not very reliable and it overestimates the IOP. So we prefer the GAT.
So I think that's a consensus among all glaucoma practitioners that we will avoid starting a patient with the NCT alone. But suppose you have a surface infection, suspected surface infection, or you have an eye that's infected. Which device would you prefer? And what additional precautions would you take if any?
There's a surface infection. One possibility, you can use a tonopen with a disposable cover which you can replace. If you use the applanation tonometer, you have to ensure that the tip is cleaned after that with whatever solution you routinely use in your clinic, and wait for about 15 minutes before you use it on to the next patient.
What about, would you consider doing a rebound on that and discard the probe?
That's true. The rebound also has a disposable tip, so I think, and you don't need to use topical anesthesia either, so maybe the rebound. I don't have too much of personal experience with the rebound.
So, what would your take-home message be? If you have to buy one tonometer, which one would that be?
Goldmann applanation.
Okay. If you have to buy a second tonometer, which one would that be?
If I were to buy, I'll buy a rebound.
Okay, so that's more or less the questions we have for the panel. But again, if there's anything that you want to ask, anything related to tonometry, we'd be happy to take it. If not, I think we should get a medal from ARS. We're finished ahead of time. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming here early in the morning and spending the whole session with us. Thank you. Thanks to all the panelists who have chipped in at the last minute and helped us out when we get dropouts.
Medical College at Chennai. She'll be talking to you regarding how the OT needs to be planned out and other things and all. So that would be a good this one for Paya Hospital at Chennai. Then comes what we do before the surgery with the patient. So that will be done by me. I'm the senior consultant at Eye Foundation Coimbatore. So that will be taken care with by me. And then once you finish it and you do have a problem, or before you have any problem, how to go about having a surveillance and workup whenever you have a problem. That will be done by Dr. J. Kalyamurthy, who is a consultant microbiologist at Joseph Eye Hospital, Trichy. So once